Hey guys, Omni here. We're about to dive into the Series 13 finale of Doctor Who. And it's been an interesting ride, to say the least. I don't really know how I feel about the season. There's been some episodes that I quite enjoyed. But overall, the connective tissue of the main story thread, I still really have no idea how to feel about it. We got this final episode to really kind of clear things up, and we'll see where it goes. And then there's also a trailer that already dropped, because I know this airs earlier overseas. So there's a trailer already out for the whatchamacallit, the holiday special that's coming at the in January. So I guess we'll react to that after this. I definitely avoided that like the plague, because I didn't want any hints or teases of what to expect from this. So yeah, we're going into this fresh. So guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, remember it's on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, gets you access as well. It's just one of the ways you can help support us over here, help us do what we do, maybe work towards expanding some of the coverage we have on the channel. But another way you can support us is simply by liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing these videos, because YouTube really likes an engagement, and when it sees some active participation on the video like that, it'll promote it out and hopefully bring more people into the channel. With that all said and down the way, guys, I want to go ahead and get into this finale, so we're going to be diving right in. Here we go. What the fuck? Oh, that was lucky. This is the one. Oh, maybe turn around? Yep, not good. Mustafar or some shit.
Dizzy now. It must be a shift in time rather than space.
I think you might be getting the hang of this.
Do not dally! Who's dallying?
Dan, learning quick.
You're not going to leave us, Doctor.
Systems functional. Exit available.
Watch me.
Ooh.
I don't know who you are, but you're pretty unstable. Why? I'm the most stable person I know.
Why is she phasing like that?
We back here. Get your hands in the...
Yeah!
I'm the leader of human resistance against Sontaran occupation. The name's Stewart.
Lethbridge Stewart. Ah, duh.
Yes! Dan! Kate Stewart! Kate Stewart! Jericho! And a Victorian-looking bloke. And a lot of doors. Wait.
Wow, what's this editing? What? It's jarring. I guess that they definitely put you in the doctor's head for that moment. Oh.
And also...
What the fuck?
This is not usual.
You're telling me that's not usual?
Seems you are unable to tear yourself away.
It's kind of like what happened to her when she was with the Mori.
This is better than we could ever have hoped. We have everything we need. Division.
For what?
The power to destroy your universe.
But why? What is their goal? Like, not, I get what their goal is, I guess, but why? Why? What does it help them achieve? What do they get out of it? The Vanquishers. Okay.
We must join together to survive this threat against us. Except Rutans. Rutans, you remain.
Nice little callback.
That's the next wave of Sontarans heading towards us. Oh, come on, Doctor. Just concentrate on the here and now.
Interesting. So she is just kind of splintered.
No. Too late. Sorry.
Dark energy camera chili? The way it just stuck was kind of funny.
I think I shall.
Oh, I'm surprised we're actually opening it. Oh, what the hell?
And your memories, I can rend them all to dust. But don't worry. I'll take it slow.
What the fuck?
She feels all of it.
I could make her feel so much more.
He's putting it back.
I could do this forever.
What the shit? Like, what?
What's all this?
Those are my notes, maps, and labels relating to these doors. Madam, they are to be approached with caution.
I approach everything with caution.
Never caution.
And now I fear my efforts have been for naught.
No. Quite the opposite. Come here. Well done. Paul Hollywood handshake. Lesser gravity. Restorative gas composition. That would provoke a predilection.
You any idea what she's talking about?
Not a clue.
Your delicious and appealing mouth snacks wrapped in paper will never weaken us or our resolve. We are invulnerable. Maybe 3 more.
Try some of this. That is delicious.
More scum. 3.
The good news is we can get you back to 2021.
I feel like there might be bad news.
The planet's under alien occupation.
We were together in the Temple of Atropos. Division mission, that's my guess. Am I right?
When I said I couldn't talk to you about it, I really meant to.
Were you my companion?
I can't talk because it would kill me. The collider will inject poison directly into my brain. I'll be dead in 3 seconds.
Oh my god.
I put the whole universe between us. And you come crashing back in as if nothing had ever happened.
Oh.
Your biggest fear isn't yourself. It's the destruction of other things. It's an obsession. That's why we exist.
There's a balance to the universe. It exists.
So they just want nothingness.
We stop it, wind it back, and watch it again and again.
So they just want to play the death of the universe on repeat?
This is how we will repay you. Suspended, feeling every death.
That's so fucked up, man.
Time as witness.
What?
It will be beautiful.
So they're trying to free time from the control of the Mori or whatever, I guess.
Their bodies now scatter the space lanes. Every single one. Dead.
I'm so sorry.
God.
I'm pretty sure your partner's not in here. There were others, but now they're gone. It's just me.
Where'd they go? Where'd everybody go?
No, I'm all about disrupting the systems.
Gotta be quick.
Huh. Where the fuck are they, though?
Your service to Suntar will end in success or death.
And the reward for success?
Death.
I'm thinking binary demi-species, but they're really rare. Oh! Am I right?
Grand Serpent.
Is that what your parents called you?
I will be the one interrogating you, Doctor. And I was a beloved ruler.
Whoa! Ego!
Okay, we're getting some answers, I guess.
You can't get a full physical lock on me because I can't even get one on myself.
Okay, so he's just somebody who was just trying to take advantage of the flux.
What have you done to me?
Put you on the very naughty step. Frozen.
There's 2 of you.
I know.
Hmm.
You'll be caught in its lock field now. Taste your own medicine, I'm afraid. That's what I would have done.
That's what you did do.
Hi. Did you get it? Are you done? We have to go very quickly. We have to go. Quick, smart. I'll tell you when we're running.
Intruders! Halt and face your inevitable death!
In the doghouse, are you?
Go away.
Now then. Be nice or you won't get a biscuit.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Good idea. Contact. Doctor to doctor to doctor.
All troops return to ships. Abandon outpost. The Flux offensive is now active.
Lock into our signal. We've managed to...
Vindal, looking up.
Oh, it sucked them back in.
Doctor, your existence is becoming too unstable. I fear it will destroy you. Refreshment?
You were late?
I promise. It was his fault.
We're having a baby. If the universe survives.
Better make sure it does that.
That's adorable.
Matter slows antimatter down. Put enough in its way, and it stops and ceases to exist.
Exactly.
They're trying to feed the flux to stop the flux.
Save the universe, claim it as your own by taking out all of your enemies at once. So do we stop it? Do we warn the Daleks and the Cyber?
Sacrifice to time on Atropos as it falls to the flux.
All right. So we have the Sontaran fleet, Daleks, Cybermen, all going to be converging on Atropos, I guess. Oh, great.
Prepare for the ultimate betrayal.
Oh, you see him for a surprise.
That wasn't part of the plan, I don't think, for them to be in here with them. Wait, what? What's the plan, Doctor? It's blocking them out. It's locked them all on the side. They're just gonna wipe everything out.
All Centaurian ships, evacuate!
Where?
I, sir, am Professor Eustachius Jericho, Scourge of Scoundrels. I wish I'd written that autobiography. What a good title. I will now execute you. I really don't think you're going to have time.
Yeah, fair enough.
What an awfully big adventure.
Aw.
And there it is. I knew you'd have some use. Hoover up that flux for us.
Damn. But the Ravagers didn't plan on that happening. Alright, we're finally here.
I always wondered what time would look like.
Wait, what?
Flux is extinguished.
What?
Their motivations are completely bunk to me. But I guess it's over. Time being a being that is being imprisoned.
Oh, I get how that ego appeal thing works now.
Oh, okay.
I restore you, Doctor. Reunify you. But for how long?
What the hell?
You okay?
Like, I know that the concept of time is always your enemy. Time will get you in the end. But, like, it being an actual, like, being or entity that needs to be contained is kind of a little weird. But it is what it is.
Do you have any idea what I've been through? Because of you.
Perhaps you're mistaking me for someone else.
No.
He doesn't even remember him.
Open door 7.
But I do like, I wonder what the time was implying there. The forces mass against you and their master. Is it actually going to be master again? Behind all of this somehow? Or whatever comes next? I don't know. left him on a rock.
You risked your life. You got the information that we needed.
Yaz is right. None of us would be here without you.
Or you, Doctor.
So, was the Flux undone? Because otherwise the universe, it's just the Earth, right? And some fleeting remnants.
I wasn't late. It wasn't my fault.
Maybe not tomorrow. I'd better.
Yeah.
Keep this safe. Somewhere deep within this TARDIS. Somewhere I can never find it.
Oh, she's just gonna lock it away, not open it, not explore it.
Unless I really ask for it.
Alrighty then. Okay. All right. That brings us to a close. And then we got the holiday special next month. Normally the specials, from what I can recall, is when the regenerations will happen or transition, I guess. I already got a spoiled that it's another round of Daleks, because for whatever reason they decided to throw in to the middle of this season finale a trailer, or a commercial rather, for the special, which it would make sense if it was after this. Because I was like, I just muted it. I saw what I saw, I muted it, and I just kept looking away because I was like, why? I don't want any hints of what's going on during this episode, because I don't want to have any hints of how it concluded. Now, one thing that was kind of unclear at the end of this is after the Flux kind of passed and it was resolved, did they explain at all how the universe goes back to normal? How life returns to Earth? How anything got restored after that? Because the only thing I remember saw is that time itself rejoined the Doctor together. Aside from that, I don't recall there being an explanation of how everything got defluxified. Because as far as I know, there should just be just the Earth left and a couple of just random debris floating around, discarded half planets and stuff like that. Like, that should pretty much be all that's left in the universe. And, you know, the Daleks got wiped out, Sontarans got wiped out, the Cybermen got wiped out. Yeah, we got Daleks popping up in the special. So, like, what happened? I must have missed it. So I like some of the answers we got. So it did seem like there was a lot of things that just were unconnected. Like Grand Serpent was just his own party trying to do his own thing to take advantage of what was going on here, which roped him in with the Sontarans and all this stuff. So he was just trying to, in lieu of losing his empire, trying to start a new one, which is what he started to do with Unit, using Unit to try to like kind of foster his own empire with Earth as hoping it to be the final bastion after the Flux passes over, and him being like the grateful protector of it all, like they called out. Sontarans tried to use the Flux to wipe out all of their enemies in one go. That backfired. But when it came down to the Ravagers, they were just these beings that worshipped time. They could influence time on other beings. I guess that's what they did when they would turn people into dust. They would just age them into obliteration. But like, they were like, their goal was to eradicate all spatial beings, which they themselves are, because they exist and they take up space, which is like, I don't know. It was just one of those weird contradictory, weird concepts that Doctor Who likes to throw out there sometimes. And it was just, I don't know. Trying to grab onto their motivations wasn't really well fleshed out at all until this episode. It still wasn't fleshed out. And then we still really don't have any answers about the Doctor at all still. So that's still stuff they're hanging on for, I guess, somebody else to explain. Or maybe this is just their way of just, yeah, we kind of set something up pretty big, but maybe we don't really feel like exploring it, so we're just going to have her bury the memories into the TARDIS and just kind of not worry about it for now. It's a little weird. I don't know what they're going to do with that. But Russell T Davies will be the one figuring that out next season, I guess, according to the announcements we've got. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. Who the next Doctor is, still under wraps as far as I know. It hasn't been announced. If it has been, I don't know who it is. So yeah, that was a fun finale, at least. Like, it pulled everything together. It flowed nicely. It was edited, for the most part, pretty solid. It had a nice progression along while balancing all these other story threads throughout and bringing them all together. I really feel like the Atropos and the planet time and time being the Maury stuff, like all that stuff definitely got glossed over. And I hope we kind of come back to that. Will we? And flesh that out? And them like kind of dabbling into the multiverse of it all and how there are a bunch of different universes that parallel the ones that we're in. And the Doctor is from another universe? Question mark. There's a big old question mark on that. Because the Doctor does kind of refute that a little bit. It was like, how do you know I came from another universe? Maybe I was being brought there to be sent to another universe. Or maybe I just happened to be there. Or any number of possible conclusions. Because, you know, Tecteun just kind of like wandered around there and just found that kid there. And just made the assumption she came through the gate. So we don't know. Maybe they're refuting that and leaving it open for whatever Russell T Davies wants to do with this, the next showrunner wants to do with this storyline, whether they want to continue it, alter it, or change it at all. But still the thing that's locked in place is that the Time Lords themselves originate and were birthed from the Doctor and the Doctor's DNA and specific unique ability to regenerate. But Time also had that weird little thing. It was like, you know, mention that, you know, time will catch up with you eventually and there will be no regenerations, no nothing. Is Time saying that that's supposed to be what's happening to this iteration of the Doctor? Or that's just something that will happen eventually to the Doctor one day after so many different regenerations? Even the timeless child will run out of regenerations eventually. Is that what's being said there? I don't know. It wasn't as ominous as it seems like it would be. One thing I'm holding out hope that they'll eventually explore is the whole Valeyard thing, because that was something that was brought up that I was really hoping would eventually get explored upon again. You know, the old classic Who storyline that got touched upon. Eventually having that come up. I would like to see them touch on that eventually, but overall, it was pretty solid. It was a decent season. I liked it more overall than the previous 2 seasons. It still was, even though they condensed it into 6 episodes, this is one of those cases where I wish they maybe had given it a couple of extra episodes where we could have let some of this breathe and explored some of these concepts a little deeper, like the Ravagers. We didn't really learn much about them at all. Now they're dead. So I don't know. I would have just liked to see more explanation of them, their motives, what they were about, who they were, what they are. Same with a lot of the other things that kind of got glossed over a little bit in this, but in the sake of moving things forward. Overall, it did flow pretty decent. It was fun. The finale came together quite well. And again, I don't know. I like Jodie. I like how she pulled it in here, and it was fun seeing her banter with herself, everybody else in this. Having Kate Stewart in here also was a fun surprise. I loved seeing her come back into charge and take charge of this whole situation and survive the situation, at least. I don't know, man. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the season overall. It was rocky. It was definitely rocky, but I enjoyed it. It's Yaz really came into her own. Dan really grew on me as it kind of carried on. Even got attached to Eustachius as well as Claire. So like, I wonder if Claire will come back into play maybe a little bit later, maybe set her up as a future companion. And that conversation with Doctor and Yaz almost made me think that maybe there's something going on there. Maybe it's a little more than just friendship developing between the Doctor and Yaz. Am I just kind of seeing something there, or anybody else feel that way? That was like, they were just like really, really gazing. And I don't know, man. That'd be interesting to go that route. Yaz hanging on though for yet another go around is kind of surprising. As far as companions go, that's the longest recurring. Like if we're talking maybe not episode counts, but if we're talking series counts, the longest we've held on to a singular companion. You know, like she's gone through 3 full series. Now, some of these series had shorter episodes than some other previous runs, so it's not, like I said, the episode count's not there, but this is the longest series, I think. It even tops Amy and Rory, who I think had the next longest run in the current revival sort of era. So, like, it makes me wonder, like, how are they going to vacate her eventually? Is she going to die? What's going to happen? I don't know. Eventually, I have to imagine we'll cycle her out, but maybe not. Maybe she'll stick around longer than that. Maybe she'll transition along into the next Doctor. Maybe she'll, when whatever happens to force Jodie to regenerate, maybe they go out together. Is that kind of what we're setting up here with that gaze too? That longing that we saw at the end there, the tear. That would be sad. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, in the holiday special. So we'll see. But guys, I want to know what you thought of this episode, this series, this season. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. Links to that on my socials or the description box as well. And speaking of, if you want to check out the full-length reaction to this, you can see that over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, gets you access as well. And before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy Sherrod, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korskov, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Jeffrey Hale, and various abominations. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I'll see you guys in January with the holiday special. Take care, everybody.